Hi everybody and welcome to another journal with me. In today's video I'm just going to be using some supplies that I have gotten in the mail recently. And then the theme that I'm kind of going for is different textures in paper and just like different textures of different things. So I'm just quickly showing you the supplies that I'm using, most of which I've gotten in the mail. Actually, yeah, pretty much everything is mail wrapping or new supplies that I had just gotten and I just wanted to play with, but the main idea is different textures of paper. So the first is this Tim Holtz collage paper. I've never played with this before and I'm actually pretty darn disappointed with it. I was thinking it would be like tissue paper, but it's not. It's not like tissue paper, and it does not rip easily. You can see me struggling here to get some not so aggressive looking tears. And I'm going to have to play with this a little bit more. This was the first time I had ever played with it, so I really didn't know what to expect, but it was pretty, and I thought it went with the March theme of flowers and springtime and all that jazz. So on this side of the paper, I'm creating my March divider to kind of divide my February journal pages into my March journal pages. And, yeah, like I said, I was pretty darn disappointed with that paper. It's just so thin, and it does not tear easy, so, yeah. I'm gonna move on. This little, teeny collage piece right here was sent to me in the mail from one of my pen pals, and it was so pretty. I knew I wanted to use it right away and put it into my journal immediately, so I just cut the side of it a little bit so that it wasn't so wide, and I'm going to use my Prima Planner glue pen and just glue it down right here. And in the middle of these two pages I have some tracing paper that I have folded into threes. By the time I got to my March journaling, I only had a few pieces left in this journal, and I didn't want to start a new one because I didn't want just 2 months worth of journaling in one insert. I wanted to try to squeeze in March, so I'm having to add in a lot of tip-ins, and this is the first one. This is going to give me an extra space for journaling, and it adds a different texture into the journal, a different texture of paper. So that's why I'm kind of going with the different textured paper theme for this journal with me. And now I'm just using these new rub-ons that I got. They're from the MU, I don't know, the MU brand. They're called print-on stickers, but they're just rub-ons. And rub-ons kind of fell out of fashion a couple years ago just because they dried out really quickly and people weren't using them quick enough, and the American scrapbooking industry stopped making them. And then this new brand came in, this MU brand has come in and kind of reintroduced them to the crafting world, I guess, and they are so creamy and they rub on so beautifully, and the designs are just outrageous. They're just beautiful. So yeah, I was just putting a few of those on the different pages right there, and I am going to move on to the new layout. So this tip-in is made out of this classic-y paper that I just got in the mail. I'll try to link it down below because I got it from, excuse me, a shop called Nico Neco's something. They're really popular here in the States. They're in New York City, and so it makes ordering supplies a little bit easier for me because they are in the States. Anyway, it's got like this wax paper feel. It's kind of like thin, like Tomoe River paper, like, but thinner, but it has like a wax paper feel. It's really weird. I've never felt a paper like this before. And I've stamped on it and the ink didn't smear, so it's very bizarre. Anyway, I'm doing a little tiny cluster here with some labels I just got in the mail from a pen pal, and using this really beautiful floral image that I also got from a pen pal, and then I'm going to add some more rub-ons. And I was testing to see if the rub-ons would stick to this wax paper type feel, and it does. It was a little bit harder to get the image off of the clear sheet onto this paper. You can see me struggling a little bit more to get the finer details on there, but it's on there and it looks lovely. So that is another texture paper that I really am enjoying. It's really crinkly and it's really thin, and I haven't written on it yet with a pen, but like I said, I did stamp on it and it didn't smear, so that was really exciting. I have created quite the little mess on the right side of my little desk here. So again, I'm just creating a very similar little cluster with the really pretty blue labels and this floral, just because I want to use this stuff. You know, these things that I get in the mail, they're so small, and in the past I have tried to save them to use them for very specific things, and I end up losing them. They blow off my desk, they end up on the floor, they get vacuumed up, they get ripped, and I'm just done doing that. I'm just using everything that I have right when I have it. So yeah, and then I'm just using some just some random washi that I pulled from my stash to kind of pull it in together. Now this is the last page I'm going to work on. This tip-in is some Tomoe River paper, and it's already crinkled because I was doing some watercoloring on top of this sheet, so it's already kind of crinkly and lovely. And then I'm adding in some of this really pretty tissue paper that I got in the mail. It was wrapped around something that was sent to me, and it adds another one of those texture aspects, so I'm really enjoying that. And the Prima Planner glue pen, it works on all of these things. It's see-through, you don't see the glue, it works on all of these papers, and it's just really lovely. It's why I love them so much. And I'm going to use these rub-ons again on the tissue paper. I'm just testing these rub-ons to see how they do on different paper mediums, and every single one blows me away. These rub-ons are just so high quality, and they're so beautiful, and I'm really just, I need them all is what I'm saying. The store that I purchased these from, the stock they had was very limited, and so I only got 2 because there just wasn't many to choose from. But now I'm thinking that I need like all the things, as many of these as I can get my hands on. So yeah. And then I'm just gluing down this postage stamp that was on one of the letters, because it kind of went with the pink floral rub-ons that I just put on. And I'm pretty much done. I didn't have a whole lot of time when I was filming this. Oh, I lied. I'm going to add, see, I always think I'm done and I'm not. I'm adding another textured paper. I don't know what kind of paper this is. It feels like fabric. But it's really pretty. And I'm just going to glue that on really quickly to this Tomoe River paper, because like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of time when I was filming this. I really only had 20 minutes before I had to go to a doctor's appointment. So I just quickly filmed, and I actually really like how it turned out, like being under the pressure, under the gun. That's the benefit of using really limited supplies or going for a certain theme, is you don't have to search your stash. You know, you could do this in a really quick amount of time. So I'm just using this Avril twine that I got in the mail, and I've kind of like put it into like a little circle cluster thing, and I'm just going to use some washi tape to stick it down, because I feel like, again, it adds a little bit of texture, and that's really what I'm going for. Maybe not a paper texture, but it just gives something else to this, you know, little tip-in, and the colors match the florals, and it just looks really good in my opinion. This is the first time I've ever played with the Avril yarn. I just got my first like little mini roll of it, and yeah, it's been really fun to play with. So I'm going to show you all of these things up close so you can kind of see, and I hope you have enjoyed the theme. I'm going to date this first one with this brass stamper, because it's the date stamper that I want to use for this month. I'm not using any date stickers, I'm just using that stamp. So yeah, I'm just going to show you close up some of what I've done, and I hope you've enjoyed the theme of adding a bunch of different textures of paper and adding tip-ins to add in extra journaling when I only had a few pages for the entire month. So I hope you've enjoyed. I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss anything, and I will catch you guys next time. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. Bye!